Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. Into Houston Rockets lose the Denver Nuggets 112 to 109. As it's tough loss for the Rockets. And look, I don't know what to take away from this game because at the end of the day, I look at this loss, this 3-point loss, and I know there's a decent chance that these two teams can meet down the road in the playoffs. And I know that both of these teams are missing some very, very crucial players on their roster. The Rockets on their end missing Tari Eason, as well as missing Dorian Finney-Smith, who's not played a game for this team yet, but missing Dorian Finney-Smith and Tari Eason. Also, I'm assuming if these two teams meet down the road in the playoffs, it's like second or third round. So very well could have Fred VanVleet back out there as well. And then looking at it for the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon gets hurt 3 minutes into this game tonight. They don't have Christian Brown right now, who's dealing with an injury, ankle injury. So, these are two teams that obviously have played good basketball without, with their injuries, despite their injuries. And I think two teams that played really good basketball tonight. But, I think these are two teams that could look a lot different in April or May. But tough loss for the Rockets, falling to 10-4. As both of their, you look at it, they've had 2 5-game winning streaks now come to an end on a Friday NBA Cup game on Prime Video. The Spurs game a couple weeks ago, Rockets lost that one, 5-game winning streak end, and now again 5-game winning streak, Cup game, Prime Video got the Nuggets 5-game winning streak is over. Hey, maybe the Rockets can go on another 5-game winning streak now. That'd be great. It's going to be hard to do because the Rockets' schedule is really hard coming up. But, it is what it is. But the Rockets were able to compete tonight. That was the thing that I the fact that this game came down to the end, even though, Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun only combined for 27 points. But you got to give a lot of credit to Reed Sheppard with the game he had tonight. I think the best game of his career high. 27 points, 9 for 13 from the floor, 5 for 8 from 3, 4 for 6 from the floor, 4 assists, 2 steals. And then Thompson was really bad in the first half, but he really bounced back in the second half. Amen Thompson played the entire second half. Let's first talk about that. 22 points for Amen Thompson, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 4 offensive rebounds for Amen. Great game, great second half for Amen Thompson. He was really, really bad in the first half, but he really bounced back for the Rockets, enough to the point where Ime Udoka did not want to sub him out in the second half. Alperen Sengun, 14.6 assists with 5 rebounds and 1 steal. Really bad, 6 for 14 from the floor for Sengun. Steven Adams got the start, second straight, but he did not start the second half because Ime Udoka went to the red-hot Reed Sheppard, who had 20 points in the first half. Adams had 5 points and 8 rebounds in 23 minutes. Jabari Smith Jr. was killer tonight. Even though Durant and Sengun were really bad, combining for only 27 points, the Rockets still had 3 players with more than 20, with Jabari 21 points, 5 for 11 from 3 with 11 rebounds, 4 assists. And then, you had Reed with his career-high 27 and Amen Thompson with his 22. So, and then Josh Okogie with 6 points off the bench, 2 for 6 from 3. Jokic was great tonight. As always, 34, 10, and 9. Jamal Murray was great, 26 and 10 assists. Tough loss to the Rockets, but there's going to be plenty more meetings between these two teams down the road. Also, keep in mind, Rockets are eliminated from the NBA Cup at this point now. There's no chance for the Rockets to be one of the 8 teams in the knockout round like they were last year, but that's okay. It was so good for the Rockets to be in that stage last year because it gave the young guys, some experience, to play in a playoff atmosphere, because that Rockets-Warriors game that in the knockout round and then the semifinals game in Vegas against the Thunder, I think those were like playoff games for a young team with no experience, and I think that helped the Rockets when they started to get into the area where you're playing a playoff series against the Golden State Warriors. I think that probably gave them more experience in that series against the Warriors. So that really helped them last year, but So I'm not too upset that they're not going to Vegas. They did that last year. But I'm proud that they were able to do that last year as a really nice young squad, and unfortunately are not able to do it this year, but that's okay. But tough loss for the Rockets, but record's still really nice, 10-4. Just an off night. Kevin Durant, Şengün did not bring the A game tonight. Thompson, Reed, and Jabari did, but that was not enough. You guys give me your thoughts on this 112-109 loss to the Rockets in the comment section. Peace out, go Rockets.